Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. Dumry's doing a seance or something. Like,
That's not for this episode, Don.
Yeah.
We're summoning ghosts next week. No.
Oh, that's right. My bad. I'm sorry.
womp womp.
So, how is everyone's week going to this week?
This week, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
I
counting down
found
the days until my kid goes back to school. All right, we're
Yeah.
at 4 days.
4 days. I found out that the law for like GED and stuff has changed. Used to be GED until like last month. But then it was nothing. And then last month it was got changed to something else. I forget it. And your kids could be like 17 to write it. But so my kid's gonna
Cool.
be 18 anyway. But here in New Brunswick, you had to wait until you were 19 with the GED. But now there's this new Canada wide, which it all should be the fucking same anyway. Get that shit done.
I love
Well,
how
the only-
countries. Oh, sorry. Go.
The only reason it's not is because education is provincial, right? That's why. So it's up to the stupid provinces.
This is what I'm saying. I hate that like countries are like, yeah, we're a country united. We have a national anthem. And then they're like, also every state or province or territory is going to have their own rules and laws and jurisdictions about things. And then we'll get smaller and we'll go into cities and counties where they have their own laws.
They do. It's called bylaws.
Oh, fucking municipalities. Yeah. We're
Yeah.
like building a house thingy, and the laws are different for province per municipality.
Yep,
Yep.
Like, it doesn't make sense.
it doesn't.
They make it
Who do
hard
I
on purpose.
follow? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jessica, what are you drinking today? It's like, are we done talking? Okay.
Yeah. No, it's good. I am once again drinking Pabst. I actually have been cutting down on drinking this past week. I've also upped my pot intake, so that might have something to do with it. But so this is my first time drinking in a little bit. But yeah, I'm drinking just Pabst Blue Ribbon Strong.
Nice. Sonia, what are you drinking?
I'm waiting for a drink since before we started recording. I reminded Kyle it's not here yet, so we'll see.
I'm drinking a Summer Bees blackberry. It's a
Is that
cider.
booze?
Mhm.
Yeah, well, you
cider.
just said it was a cider. I was like, is that booze? And you're like, cider. Okay.
Well, if you let me finish.
I
can
know, I
finish.
interrupted. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I like to interrupt usually, so.
I'm interrupting Cal.
Okay, so last weekend was Fan Expo, Toronto Fan Expo. It's like the largest fan convention in Canada. And I was there once again with the Canadian Podcast Awards at their booth, just promoting opinionated lushes. Unfortunately, Dawn and Sonia couldn't make it this year, but we still had our stuff out, and it was great because we like to ask people their hot takes and am I the butthole stories at the booth. And this year we ended up with so many responses. I had to go through and narrow it down. And this isn't narrowed down to our YouTube viewers that are seeing this stack here. So some of these we'll be able to just be like, huh, and then move on.
Okay.
Others might require discussion. So
Okay.
I separated them into 3 piles. The first pile is actually just the am I the butthole. We have 3, so I figure we'll just read those out of the way because they're pretty short. Last year, for those that listened, I'll leave the link below if you want to listen to the first time we did this. I separated them by kids and adults. This round is a little different where I'm separating them by easy opinions and like possible discussion opinions.
More
like,
complex. Yeah.
yes. Yeah. So, some were written by kids, some were written by adults, but the topics are wildly different and some are superficial and some are a little deeper than that. So I figure I'll just read them and then we'll just see where the conversation goes and how many we get through.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So we're going to do the 3 Am I the Buttholes. Now, for those listening at home, if you have a hot take or an Am I the Butthole story, feel free to comment it below. And if you're listening on Spotify, there is a comment button on Spotify now, so you can comment on the episodes and we can read those. And you might be heard in a future episode. If there's anything you disagree with, we also love to hear that.
Yeah.
Am I the butthole for not being nice to my friend's situationship?
No. Well, technically, you should just be nice to people in general. Like, don't be a garbage human, but you're not obligated to be nice to anybody.
I mean,
Like,
you could be an asshole for just the sake of being an asshole, which could be okay.
Is the
Like, I'm an asshole all
situationship
the time.
nice? Like, are they in
Yeah.
a situationship because he's like, I'm not ready for commitment? Or are they just like hanging out and seeing where it goes and he's like a genuinely nice person?
Wait, is it the friend? I thought it was a friend.
To my friend's situationship.
Yeah,
So it's the friend
it's
situation.
it's somebody
situationship-
else's.
Yeah. But like,
Yeah.
I'm like, is that person a nice person and you're just being a dick because of their relationship to your friend? Or is that person kind of a dick and that's why it's a situationship and you're just matching
Being-
energy?
Being a good friend.
Yeah. So more context is needed, but it could go either way.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Am I the butthole for calling out my toxic art teacher by name at graduation? When I tried out for the school, she told me I'd never be any good. I got into college for art entirely in spite of her and have a degree now. So I would say no, you're not the butthole.
I mean, the art teacher's an asshole too, but like, I think that's a rightful to be an asshole in that situation. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's an asshole to say what someone did.
Well,
yeah,
but
like
their
calling somebody out.
actions are asshole-ish. You like to call them out. Like, you could have just ignored it. You know, just your achievement is well enough to said like haha in your face, but to like do the extra is petty as fuck, and I love it. So therefore, I agree with them.
Yeah.
I don't think it's an asshole move. I feel like it's a waste of your time.
Oh, it is a waste.
But like, I'm sure we called out our art science teacher in middle school, Mr. Hogg. He was a fucking asshole. Was like gaslighty, borderline verbally abusive. I don't know to how many students, but to myself. But I came from not a parent who was around much, so I didn't have anyone in my corner to be like, "Hey, fucker."
Yeah.
But I'm sure that happened to a lot of kids, millennial children, generations. We raised ourselves.
I have no issue with people telling other people what people did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they did it, then like, yeah,
Own up to it.
I'm all
tell
for
people.
exposing. Like,
Yeah.
expose everyone. I don't care.
Yeah. If you're a jerk, everyone should know.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like, if you were a jerk and you generally like repent, that'll be obvious. Like people like, because the minute you like are defensive about it, we're like, oh, this guy thinks we should just forget about it and move on. But if you're like, yeah, no, that was me, I was kind of shitty then,
Yeah.
for sure, then it's like we're like, oh, maybe they acknowledged what was going on. This last one, okay, so I'll let you guys know. I told people this was anonymous, but I said if they write their name, that I'll shed it into the microphone. So
Are you about to yell?
no, I'm not gonna yell.
Oh, because I was like,
don't worry.
I'm going to lower my headphones.
But I will say their name, Kevin Spencer. Now, I don't know.
This is the guy. Did he look really weird?
He did look really weird.
Yeah, because he is a fucking transphobe dick. So this is
Is
fun.
that
Let's
who?
see.
Okay, because all he wrote was rewritten Love in an Elevator lyrics by Aerosmith. Okay, do you guys know that song?
No.
No.
Okay, well, it's about love in an elevator. It's pretty
like
much
boning in an elevator?
Yeah, but it's Aerosmith.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, okay. It's
Okay.
romantic.
And here's his lyrics. Love in an abandoned fresco, lowering food prices while she going down. So I'm just gonna say Kevin Spencer's the asshole. Like, let's.
Yeah.
This is what he put in there. So, thank you, Kevin.
Yeah, he has it out for Dawn Marie, like so much. Like he like brings her up in like random conversations with people on the internet, and it pops up. I'm like, why? Like, because there's like friends of a friends of a friend, right? And because he's part of like this Hamilton crew, my brother and his friends like know him, and like all the ghetto kids, the older siblings know him. And like he just randomly pops up, oh, like my cousin's friend Dawn Marie. Like it's just like he's upset.
Okay, I said I liked Jared. How had he fucking lost it? Like literally, I think brain came out of his ears. He was so mad. And like, oh my god.
Yeah, he's like you live rent free in his brain.
I do.
Now
But
I'm
here-
wondering if he stopped by on purpose.
To see if Dawn Marie was there.
Yeah. Last year.
Oh, Kevin, do you listen to us?
It might be now. I told him we read these on an episode.
Yeah. No, he like, yeah, no, he's a garbage human. Again, we call out garbage people. Huge transphobe. Like, the pandemic was planned. Like, you know, one of those people. He's like, if he was an American, he'd be carrying around a semen cup like that.
I think he sounds like Trump too. He's like a Trump lover.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
But yeah, he should start paying you tips, Dawn Marie. If you're like, you're practically like a married couple because he thinks about you so much. Like he should be paying you child support. Like
if you want to tip us, I believe you can still tip on our link tree, but there's also our Patreon. Feel free to
yeah, $2 a month.
Wow.
Like,
and you get
yes.
extra Dawn Marie in our pre-drinks episodes.
That's right.
Okay, we're moving on to easy mode of our hot takes. Now, some of these are written by literal children.
So don't call anyone gross bastards because that might be frowned
no,
upon.
you can still can depending on the situation. But actually, this year, I feel like that's one reason we have so many. We had less children visit.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're an adult podcast.
yeah. But we had less, like it was a lot more adults, and it was a lot of podcasts that didn't know about the Canadian Podcast Award community. So I got to introduce that to them. So that was nice.
Did we
But
have less candy at the table? Is that why? Like I know the game attracted kids.
oh yeah, the Plinko game for
Yeah.
sure. But I did find last year when we did hot takes, we did get a lot of kids. But yeah, the candy wasn't even that much of a hit. A lot of people took like magnets and buttons and stuff, but it was more people were just like, oh, I can write something dirty, like
Yeah, write
We
whatever
got
you
all
want.
excited.
yeah. I was like, it can be easy, it can be hard, like whatever you want. I was like, we're an 18 plus podcast, so I don't know. It's just a more grown up. Maybe it was the time of day we were there. I have no idea, but okay, so let's go through these. Demon Slayer is overrated and has a lot of drama. Attack on Titans is much more serious.
I have no idea.
I don't know. But
Okay.
I think Demon Slayer has cute, like more cutesy characters, and then Attack of the Titan is too gory. Like it's more like people getting ripped apart.
Yeah.
And like Demon Slayer is more just getting beat up. I feel like there's more age appropriateness to them.
Yeah, probably. Okay, these next two are kind of similar, so I'm going to read them both. One Piece is underrated. It's okay to be wrong sometimes. And then the other one is One Piece is a little mid. So we have differing opinions on One Piece.
There's a lot of
Now-
anime questions.
Yeah, I feel like at a convention.
Yeah, I
that-
guess. I've actually haven't seen One Piece, so I'm gonna say it is underrated because
I'm gonna say they're both right.
Yeah, Tommy's
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
I don't know.
If this is not
Anime
porn, I don't know.
Exactly.
anime takes too long to finish.
The stories are too small, and there's way too much that is like suggestive child sexual assault,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yes.
that.
Okay, that was the last of the anime. Mint doesn't belong in chocolate.
Blasphemy.
I love that shit.
Same. How dare
It's
you?
like-
That has a wrong opinion.
It's like I'm brushing my teeth while eating chocolate. It's fantastic.
I don't taste toothpaste when I eat mint
No,
chocolate
I know,
chip.
but it's like a minty, like a cool sensation.
Yeah.
And then I have it in ice cream. Fucking delicious.
Yeah. Fuck that person.
Yeah, fuck you.
I don't care if you're a child. Get better taste.
Yeah.
Changelings are the best supernatural creature.
Again, I don't follow this shit.
You don't have any like fantasy porn in your books with changelings? They're like
I don't-
shapeshifters.
Okay, so I don't read fantasy much anymore. The fave porn and all that's way past. That was like 2 years ago. Remember, I'm in Mafia.
Oh, sorry.
Right? Like, I want dark or psychopaths. Like, that's what I need. I need someone crazy and unhinged.
I'm crazy
Not
and
with
unhinged.
pointy ears anymore, okay?
Okay. I guess we can't make Faye jokes anymore. Just mob
can't.
boss.
It's over. I broke up with them.
We'll just make soprano jokes from now on.
All
That's
right.
that's all we can do for Dawn. Eggs are disgusting. And milk.
Okay, milk, I
Depends.
agree. Eggs, I can still eat. Milk, fuck that shit.
I hate milk. Unless it's
Yeah.
chocolate milk, fucking drink all of that. But eggs, I only like eggs like slam dunk where I can like
Sunny
Dip
side
my-
up or over easy. You like it where it's yolky.
yeah, or deviled eggs.
Yeah, I like deviled eggs too. Yeah, I'm good with eggs. I don't like scrambled.
No,
find they're
I
always
hate
overcooked.
scrambled. Ugh.
They're always overcooked.
So dry or so fucking runny. No in between.
I like runny.
I
don't
like
mind the runny
scrambled in things, like in a breakfast burrito or in an egg bowl,
Hash
with
brown.
other stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
I
eat-
like scrambled in those things.
Well, yeah, because you kind of have to have it in those things, right? But like, I don't
Don't
even eat
have
breakfast
to.
burritos.
There's no rules.
Right.
There's
Right.
not a
A
law.
fried egg inside of a breakfast burrito would be fucking weird.
Might be great. Are you kidding? You take a bite and the yolk is like, and then you dip
Oh,
the
that's what I'm gonna
turkey
make for
into
breakfast.
it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I lied. I love a Mick egg sandwich with chicken in it. Like the breakfast, you can get
Oh
things
yeah,
with
the
chicken in
ones
it.
with chicken. Yeah.
Yeah, you get a chicken and an egg and a sausage, and you fucking a cheese, and it's so good. That's
I
also
don't
how
eat
I like
McDonald's
eggs.
that often. I don't know.
But I feel like that's not even a real egg, so it doesn't count.
It is
Like,
real egg.
It is real egg. McDonald's
It is
does
real
use
egg.
real eggs.
Oh,
Tim Hortons is questionable, but
It
McDonald's.
doesn't
They're
have the-
freshly cracked eggs at
Yeah.
McDonald's.
they don't have
They
the
just have the circle
texture of
thing.
real eggs.
It's real egg.
Do they
It's
just
'cause they-
overcook them?
Yeah, they just literally crack them into a thing,
It's a circular,
and then they just let
like,
it sit
on the
for
griddle.
the time limit, and then
Yeah.
they pull them off. They're
And then-
over oiled. That's a big
Oh,
thing.
okay.
They're
Anyway, it tastes
slimy.
amazing. That's probably why it tastes so good. Fucking grease is like, like it's so good.
I'm
Well,
gonna
the
need
griddle,
some
they put,
tomorrow
like-
morning after these drinks.
I know. I'm gonna text Kyle right now.
Like on the griddle, they put, like
Prepare.
a stick of butter and like they like oil the griddle constantly before they fry things on it.
Yeah.
Like the sausage, the egg, the burgers, all that.
It's so good. Make sure you put a tomato and a lettuce just so like you're healthy for the day.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
For every lettuce and tomato, it counteracts like one bad meal.
Yeah, exactly. 'Cause that makes sense because I only have like one piece of lettuce a day.
Yeah.
It just
it helps, clean you out. That's right. It brings everything with it. Plant food.
yeah. Just
Okay, we gotta get through these, guys.
Yeah.
You're getting a lot. Okay. People shouldn't buy vowels on Wheel of Fortune.
Isn't that part of the game?
Yeah, they're saying they shouldn't though. You should just be able to call vowels.
I agree.
They shouldn't count towards your money taking away?
Yeah, like you have to buy vowels in the game.
Not even that, but like you should know, like, if you buy enough of the other letters, you're gonna know where the vowels are in a word. So I'm just saying,
but vowels are important letters. Like you can buy a vowel first, like second turn if you want.
So what if there's a 3-letter word and you only have the T in it? What words?
T. There. T-E-A. There's 2 out.
Tit.
But but you don't have
pen.
You don't have all the whatevers. Like
if there was 1 T in it, then it wouldn't be tit because there would be 2 that in it.
Yeah.
Okay, tap.
No, yeah.
There's a bunch of other words.
There's not like you don't get all the consonants of whatever they're called.
I know. I was just saying. If it's the same one, if you get T, like, and if let's say the word was tit, they would have to put both the T's in the word. That's all I was just trying to say.
But like you'll lose because somebody else will guess your thing. You got to guess it in the least amount of letters. Yeah, and that's why vowels
help. If there's 2 T's and there's an empty space, I'm guessing tit right away.
But like vowels are more likely to show up in words than the other letters because every word, no matter what, has a vowel.
I know.
And that's why you can buy and then spin.
Yeah.
To get more dollars.
Yeah.
Dollar bill, yo.
So like I think the game would be too easy if you just like spun and then said the thing. Like I feel like because then if you say a letter like A and there's like 7 of them, then you're like fucking loaded for the rest of the thing. Like I just think I don't know. I don't like change. I feel like that's what it is. I don't like change. Don't change the rules of a game that's been around older than you are. Whoever wrote this.
It should be done like
about Wheel of Fortune now.
It should be done like Hangman. If you say like a P and there's no P's, like you start like chopping off someone's body part.
Oh my god!
The new Squid Game.
Wheel of Hangman.
Yeah.
Wheel of Hangman. I like it.
Okay, I had a Wheel of Fortune hand game. Like it had like a wheel, and you went, and it had like a little like keyboard, and you could like guess the letter and stuff, and buy. Like it was the coolest Christmas gift I think I ever had. But then I found out how I could rig it, and then it made it not fun anymore because I would just like as long as I kept the wheel in motion, it registered as a spin. So then I just keep it in motion until I got to like the jackpot or whatever that's in between the bankrupt. And then I just stop and cheat. And then I just always choose, and I'm like, oh, I'm winning. So
I'm the best.
We can't rig the game, guys. Okay, moving on. Mr. Beast sucks.
I agree.
I would love to be a contestant on one of his stupid.
Did you hear about the abuse they're under though?
I don't give a shit. You can abuse me all the fuck you want.
For money.
Yes,
it's Squid Game.
Like if you want to like call me mean names or like sleep deprivation.
Sonya's a sadist.
Like as long as you're not touching me, like it's fine.
Don't say that out loud. If Mr. Beast hears that, he'll make sure they touch you because he does that on purpose.
Okay. Anyway,
people who
mostly all agree he's an asshole.
People who gossip all the time suck.
Way to call us out. Fuck.
I don't think we gossip. We truth say, and we let everybody hear. And I feel gossiping is like telling lies and making it only like exclusive information.
But technically, like gossip has a huge history in the connection of like society and women like getting shit done. Like women are known for like being the community holders of storytelling, and that all has a history in gossip. So if gossip was like not good, then like we wouldn't have rights.
I don't like the gossip. I like the shit talk. Okay, so you know what?
Those are subdivisions of gossiping.
Shit talk. I don't care.
Yeah.
The shit talking, the over judging.
Oh, I overjudge. I judge hard.
Yeah,
I
I'm
may not
like,
say it to everyone, but I judge hard.
I like ride or die in like decisions to like judge people. And like once I have like a judgment, there's no coming back. Like it's this is it. I don't care what you do for the rest of your life. You could be like saving all the orphans.
But like, listen, I don't judge people for like the money they have or don't have. Well, actually, if they have too much, then I judge the fuck out of them. But like, if they're poor, I wouldn't judge them. Their lifestyle, I don't really judge. Like, I don't care about that. But if they're a fucking stupid person, I'm gonna judge the shit out of you.
Yes, stupid garbage people.
Yeah, it's like if you're
judged.
stupid and you don't understand you're stupid. Like you're stupid, and if you're stupid and you come to me and you're like, I'm a fucking idiot. Like I don't know shit. But you're a good time. Sure. But if you're a stupid person and you're like, I think I'm smart,
There's person in the room.
then if you're gonna Dunning-Kruger it, I'm like, no, because there's no getting through to you.
Yeah.
I don't mind stupid people.
Exactly.
Intelligent wise. But if you have trouble not being able to play Cards Against Humanity because you don't understand any of the terms, we might not have a lot to talk about. But just go find other people. It's fine. But yeah, stupid people are not intelligent stupid. Just do stupid does.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah. Wearing chains ain't getting you a girl.
Is this like the pocket chain with the wallet?
I
Like,
Yeah, like neck chains, like you know what rappers wear.
I always think of like the '90s wallet baggy pants chain.
I used to think of that too, but no, I think they meant like the rapper chains, the big heavy necklaces they wear now.
Maybe
Someone can't get me.
Someone can't afford it, so now they're bitter.
I'm like, wearing chains is gonna get you a girl that likes chains.
That's
yeah,
like if that's not your type of girl, don't wear chains.
That's right. You'll attract the wrong crowd if you wear chains.
Like, I personally don't give a shit, though my husband does have a chain, but it's not like one of
Because
the big
you
bulky
like
ones.
chains. What do
I
you
don't know.
read?
I don't have.
Porn? Yeah, I'm sure they use chains.
His chain is.
Okay, listen, that's not the type of porn I watch. Okay, like total abuse. But I'm not gonna discuss my porn. Okay. Anyway.
Again.
You should have paid attention last time.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the last one of the easy round, and this one was written by a kid. I remember this kid. This kid was very shy, but really wanted candy.
Okay.
And I feel like he wrote this under duress. Eat broccoli.
Like,
and for our listeners out there, he spelled it Bocale. Yeah, Bocale. Broccoli.
Broccoli.
Eat broccoli. I want this on a shirt.
Just eat broccoli.
Eat broccoli.
Send me a picture of that.
So that was the easy
I like
round.
broccoli.
Yeah. Me too.
Cooked, raw, all good.
I love it.
I don't like it raw. Like I'll eat it raw with like dip, but like I prefer it cooked.
Yeah, steamed with like garlic butter,
cheese sauce.
Oh, cheese sauce, yeah.
All right, let's go on the next round.
Okay, ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, so these are the ones we'll just try and get through, and yeah. Hot take. I think Dungeons and Dragons is overrated.
Dawn Marie, did you write this one?
I'm thinking it.
I do want to say on our Twitter, yes, I will dead name X. I don't give a fuck. Where we did post about this. No Quest for the Wicked, a podcast that is also Canadian, did agree that Dungeons and Dragons is overrated, but other TTRPGs aren't. So,
Well, like, because Dungeons and Dragons, you don't have to be like Dungeons and Dragons. You could still use the same format and like live in the same world and like do your own shit. Like, it's so versatile. I feel like if you feel like it's too stuffy, you have a terrible dungeon master.
I think some people are viewing it as like the brand
Yeah.
Dungeons and
Oh.
Dragons versus the
Hasbro?
game. Yeah, Hasbro is overrated, but the idea isn't. I feel like that's what No Quest for the Wicked was kind of saying in the other TTRPGs aren't. I feel like that's like the brand. I don't know because I haven't read a Dungeons and Dragons Hasbro book in years, so I have no idea new rules or how any of that works.
Yeah. There's just so many different like character creations and world building and like, yeah, it's pretty much just, I guess maybe they think the world itself, like
Yeah.
the original world, like that was originally from that little old dude. I forget his name. It was in their basement. They did it.
Yeah.
And then they got sold to that company who is not very good. So maybe they just think that original story, like Drow and Dro. I said it wrong. Sorry.
It's overrated.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I just think the idea of Dungeons and Dragons is great, and I think it's malleable, and you can make it whatever you want it to be. So yeah, like maybe like the rigid structure, like whatever Hasbro has, like whatever, sure. But the idea of it isn't overrated because it's cool as shit. People used to thought it was a way to summon Satan. Not the people playing, but the people that watch other people play.
If
Somebody's
they could
mom.
summon Satan, I would want to play, but like I know you can't, so therefore I don't want to play.
You can summon demons. There's so
you
many.
You can name a demon Satan.
Demons.
We can write. Oh my god, we should do like a Dawn specific dungeon run. Like just.
Wait, am I really gonna like talk to Lucifer? Because like if that's the
you're gonna fuck him. It's for you.
Oh, right.
Oh my gosh. Christmas episode idea.
Yes. Like a one shot.
Yeah, Jessica and I walk Domri through a
demon
pornographic demon effing on Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay. Yeah, she has to roll on like how good
yes
she's demon dick.
Yes. Yes. Perception. Yeah, it'll be great.
I warned everyone at Fan Expo we were 18 plus, so I hope you all listened.
Yeah, I hope you followed the rules.
If you think Star Trek is too political, kill yourself.
Oh, that got aggressive fast. And I feel like I can't agree with that because that's too.
Yeah, I feel like I don't agree with the kill yourself, but I feel like if you think Star Trek is too political, you don't have media literacy skills. Like, I feel like two people can be wrong at once.
Yeah. I'm just saying, dude's testing my Zoloft right now. Like, all right.
Okay. College is a useless education in today's age.
Fucking right. I agree. That's a hard yes.
Much education.
I feel
Don't
like
tell my son is going, but yes, it's a hard yes.
I feel like the only benefit it has is to like pump up your resume. Yeah. Like and unless it's like something that you need to like register with a specific college for, or you need a specific certification for, you know, like to be a therapist or to be a doctor, to be any of the trades, then yeah, like you need that education just to say you did it. But like
also, I think it's mostly for networking. It's the people you'll end up knowing That's what's going to get you the job. It's not even like what you learn, it's the people you know in that field.
Oh, for sure. But there's certain jobs like in Canada you cannot do unless you're registered with the college
With a
of blank of
certified-
blank.
yeah.
Social work,
Yeah.
childhood
Yeah.
educators, teachers,
You know, counseling, apply
anything with the
ABA
vulnerable
even.
population.
Yeah. So it's like yeah, that you need the college accreditation.
Yeah.
You need to show them your diplomas.
Yeah.
Yeah, to
Like
get licensed. Yeah.
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 So like that, yeah, you have like a whole meeting and all
Oh,
this
yeah.
shit, interview and shit like that.
Yeah.
So like that stuff,
And it costs
still-
you $500, by the way.
and you have to renew it.
Yeah.
And pay. Like nurses have to do that. Like it's so ridiculous. But that is required. But for like a lot of stuff, you can learn it at home.
Mhm.
Like I have a fucking
Fucking YouTube.
sociology degree. I could learn all this stuff at home. Like I only understood what I learned after I graduated. You know what I mean? Like
Had to
it's-
grow
yeah.
up a little.
Yeah.
And like for a job, people are like, oh, you have to go to school for a job or whatever. Get your friends to lie.
Yeah.
Fucking
friends to
lie. You could have went to school, fucking grade 8 dropout. I don't give a shit. You went to university. Tell them that. Lie. And you know
Yeah.
what? You can make up a diploma and they're not gonna fucking call anybody.
No,
yeah, unless
like-
it's like I said, unless it's an accredited thing where they have to check your like numbers and shit, fucking lie. Get your
Yeah.
friends to fucking be your previous landlords, previous bosses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you need to go to college, is to make friends to lie for you.
like I said, it's networking. You need to fucking network. And that's it.
Anyway. This one says life is underrated.
Underrated?
Underrated.
Um,
I disagree. It's overrated half the time.
I like living, but I'm not having a good time doing it. Like, you know, like I feel like it's just mediocre. It's neither one of those.
It's definitely
Yeah.
not underrated. There's no way. Like this person obviously lived the best life and they're just bored. Because like there's no fucking way.
I feel like life should be underrated. We should just be so comfortable living that we're like, ah, man, it's crazy that, you know, life.
That trauma
huh."
exists. And
Right?
Yeah.
Like, what are these people lying for?
But
Yeah, I would love that.
unfortunately, living is so hard that you know, not living rates are rising. So that's not good. So I feel like, you know, that could be worked on.
Yeah, everybody has a goal. Yeah.
If a man has an opinion on a female body, he is legally obligated to pay for the plastic surgery.
fucking right. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. And men should pay for everything. They run the world, right?
Yeah.
That's
It's
what
like
we're always
saying,
told.
My stomach is too big. Pay up that liposuction, baby. Like, pay it up right now.
Like the fact that like women were only just started being studied for realsies in like the 90s. Like so many like vaccines don't include like studies don't include a lot of women. So women like that happened with COVID. The COVID shot, a lot of women's periods got fucked up because they didn't test it fully on women. And people were like, why haven't I gotten a period this month after I got my COVID shot? And it's like
Oh my god, imagine stressing thinking you got pregnant. I would
There
cry.
were people
during a
that got pregnant.
pandemic and shit
Yeah.
like that, and that shit fucking happened, and it was just
Yeah.
because they didn't test on like a
What
big
it
sample
affects
of
on birth
women.
control or any other like contraceptives.
Oh my
and
god,
stuff.
birth control is under like so much fire right now too, like
Oh, yeah,
because
it's bad.
yeah, but that's like every anything that's ever been done on women, like so many medications that were given to women while they were pregnant,
Tampons
fucked
is
up
under fire
generations.
because
Oh yeah.
apparently it had like lead in it or some shit.
And before that, there was everything that caused toxic shock syndrome.
Yeah.
Fucking pads and tampons have only started been using blood and testing in 2023.
Instead of
Before that,
water.
they used water, as if blood and water are the same.
Imagine having blood
So-
that thin.
You know,
Like I'd pass out everywhere. But
okay. Why? This is why I hate rich people. Okay, why?
just one of the reasons.
This is one of the reasons, but this is evidence that like I feel like women all over the world should be able to join a class action lawsuit against every period whatever product supplier over this information, at least like the big ones that advertise, just for the pure fact that they would say it holds this much.
Oh, always.
Oh, that's my I'm
That's
going to, but I
yep.
feel like there's a lot of other ones too that
Playtex.
They're
But I mean,
all
like,
owned by Procter Gamble or whatever. his
yeah,
name is.
Procter and Gamble, yeah. And like that's the thing is like they would all be like they can hold this much for years. Since I was a fucking child, I remember seeing these commercials. And it's like that's a fucking lie because it can't hold that much blood. It can hold that much water.
Yeah.
So I feel like we should be able to join a class action lawsuit and sue them for billions, which might give each of us a $200 check.
That's right.
Like I feel like
that's for a few pair of like period underwear you could wear that won't cause
don't some period
garbage and-
underwears have been found to contain carcinogenic products. So we're all losing everywhere.
go back to dirty ass rags. Just fucking
I'll just sit on a mossy log. Like
oh,
mass free bleeding until we can have period products that are free. That should be a fucking given. I'm not paying to have a period. Fuck this shit. And then also don't give us cancer. Thank you.
don't like
I mean, that's the minimum they could do is not give us cancer. I feel like that's a minimum.
the bear. The bear.
Don't fucking kill us.
Bar is on the floor.
I'm choosing the bear. Okay. This one I feel like was for Dawn too.
Oh, fuck.
Is it from
What?
Kevin?
They didn't write a name, but it might have been. I mean, we got a lot of people. Why call it a quickie? This is for you too, Sonia, actually. Why call it a quickie? It's called efficient multitasking. Wink wink.
I call it efficient.
Because sometimes we want more than 5 minutes. I don't know. Like, that's why it's quick. But, like, I don't want to go past 15 minutes. After that, I'm like, no.
Efficient multitasking. I feel like that's too many words.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Quickie
because
is one word.
you can multitask terribly. So like no, like efficient. I feel like it's efficient.
Just call it
like-
F&E, fast and efficient. Like, there we go.
yeah,
Perfect.
I agree
Let's
with that hot
let's
take.
have an F&E. And, like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. We're gonna start calling them F&Es.
Perfect. Gotta add it to Urban Dictionary.
Quick, note it. Write it down.
Stop being assholes to other fans.
What?
Because other people, I think they're talking about fandoms. You know, how some fandoms hate other
Oh.
fandoms.
Yeah.
And so basically, Fan Expo is like a turf war.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
I like fandoms, period. Like, they're fucking nuts. And, like, they get a little too crazy and, like, worshipy. And it just cults
Yeah.
vibes.
Yeah, I like
Um,
being a fan of something, but like quietly.
Yes, yeah. Like, you don't need to, like, literally come as soon as you, like, think of a character. It's a little fucking weird. But anyway, that's my
okay.
opinion.
Don has strong opinions. I like it.
Okay. So, like, my book world, right? Like, there are book characters that people are, like, fucking obsessed with, to the point they will attack other people if they don't enjoy that book. Like, I mean, attack. And I'm like, you bitches are crazy. Like, reading is subjective. Read what you fucking want and leave other people alone. Like, that's why fandoms are fucking nuts. They're culty.
And like being a fan of anything as a female is absolutely the worst.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Name 3 songs.
Oh my God. If you're a real fan, you'll know them.
Right? Like I can't even name 3 songs of Jessica's and I've listened to them like a bazillion times. Like you'd think I'd remember any of them. Like it's
I'm
Soul
terrible with
Phase.
names.
There we go. I
get
got
it.
that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could read a book and I won't know anything in it, like a page. And you can ask me a question, but later when I'm thinking on my own, I'll remember it, no problem. Like
Yeah.
that.
That's why I hate reviewing books, because like to regurgitate all that information I just said, I'm just like, no, the book was good. That's it. Like,
Well, that's why it's like I'm just reviewing the vibes. You're not coming to me for
Yeah.
a summary.
That's right.
Yeah.
I review
Uh,
vibes.
yeah, exactly. Okay, plastic surgery should be free and readily available to anyone under 25. Let people freely experiment with their looks before they're stuck with them.
I think they should just be free, period. Like,
I
Just
think
for free, but over 25.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say overtime. I feel like people forget plastic surgery is permanent.
yeah.
Like so many people, like so many celebrities especially, are getting like pillow face now from injections because the injections don't actually dissolve. They just migrate in your face. So now they're getting like these giant like foreheads and cheekbones because of their lip injections and shit. So
You live, you learn. Thank you, older generations, for
I
warning
think
us.
once you're 50, you can get unlimited plastic surgery all you want. Like,
I'm even fine with over 25. You got full frontal cortex, fucking hack and saw in your body. I don't give a fuck.
yeah.
Like
Well,
with
there
medical
should be like a therapeutic like consult first. Make sure you don't got body dysmorphia,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
then because it'll just make it worse. But free after that, whatever. You can change your look however much you want.
If you have to
Yeah.
see a social worker before an abortion, you have to see a social worker before plastic surgery. I
Yeah.
feel like that's fair.
Only fair. Although one is
One's
more
more
important than the
permanent,
other.
you know? Like I'm just saying, like
but like you shouldn't have to see a therapist for an abortion.
you shouldn't have to,
No.
but
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I say you shouldn't have to, but also part of it is sometimes they're there to make sure you want to go through the abortion and you're not
And
being
it wasn't like
forced
you
to.
were talked into it from like a
So
family
like
member.
a lot of the questions that they ask you, which were the same in both my abortions, were like, is your partner
Supportive.
like supportive? Yeah, because they're like, does he want
Do you
this
have
or is
any
he
family
forcing
that's
you?
supportive? Like,
Yeah, like those
Yeah.
kind of questions because they want to like make sure you're not being forced to do it.
Yeah.
So it's like a quick 15 minutes. I'm fine. Just don't make it like a full fucking session.
Yeah.
Like if I go in and I'm like I did for my second appointment where like, no, I'm sure. Like this is my second one. Like get me the fuck. Like I don't want to be here. I shouldn't have to sit for the full thing.
That's right. My next one is nothing. Like we
Yeah.
did this already. Check
Yeah.
my chart.
Kids should be able to hit their parents back.
First of all, yes.
Yeah.
If you are hitting your kids, they can hit you back with an object because you are physically stronger than they are.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Can a parent hit a child back? No.
No, you're the
Simple.
parents.
Yeah. They're kicking your ass. You do not hit them back.
Whoever
Defend
wrote
yourself,
that, I'm so
but-
sorry. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that was personal.
Yeah.
Go beat the shit out of your parents. You have our permission.
Again, you
You should've
fucking
left your
murder on
name
the
and we could've
news.
protected you. Like shit. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, don't kill them. Just
we will be your mother. Like just come to
Yeah.
us.
I don't believe in prisons, but I do believe in getting jumped.
I mean, is that what the crime fits for? Like,
They're like, I know robbery happens, but I don't think they should always go to jail.
I don't believe in our prison system. It
Mm.
should be more education and support so you don't need to be stealing and doing stuff. And the jump it, sure, fucking jump whoever you need to. I feel like if you see some
As long
weirdo
like
walking,
fist on fist, right? Like
Galen
no
Weston,
weapons.
it's on site.
right? Like, except for like getting jumped when you don't deserve it is pretty shitty. Make
Yeah.
sure it's for a good reason.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if you did the crime, then you get the ass beating that you deserve.
That's right.
But like it has to be fist on fist, no weapons. Like
Yeah, fucking kosher rules.
yeah.
No weapons.
This person wrote 2, but I'll read them both. Me. Public transit should be free, and Nestle should be held accountable for their crimes.
Yes to both.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yes.
There's
Like,
like
dude,
not even a
non-debatable.
debate. Yeah, like
Yeah, we're like,
Who-
yeah, like,
This
Like,
is
what
common
is-
sense.
what is the opposite opinion to that? Like, no.
No, let billionaires be billionaires and let the poor still pay to get around. Like
Yeah, to your minimum wage job.
no. Okay. Daniel J. Lewis is a piece of shit. The industry shouldn't be honoring him.
I don't know who
I don't know
he
who
is,
that
but
is.
yes. I'll
He's
just say
an
yes.
actor. I believe he said some like homophobic stuff.
oh, well,
Maybe
then fuck
racist
him.
stuff too. So
What
I
actor is
agree.
he?
Daniel J. Lewis.
What is he in?
Yeah.
What
like, we
is
need-
Daniel J. Lewis?
I need names. Yeah, I need what the actor
Yeah,
has
because I don't
been
know who the
doing.
hell that is.
Okay. Percent.
Going into the mind ballot.
Yeah, so for our YouTube,
You just watch us stare at the screen. Oh.
he was born in London, England, and he was in the Gangs of New York.
Didn't see that.
A bunch of other things I've never seen.
Then he's not
Um,
important. Fuck that guy. Like
Yeah, I
he's-
feel like he's not
he's-
a good actor. I don't remember anything in this.
these are all things I haven't seen, but
probably
whoever
that's why
hates,
he has a shitty opinion is because he's a shitty person and can't even
yeah,
get a job. So fuck that guy.
yeah, so fuck that guy.
Fuck
Okay.
that guy.
Sometimes the mental health card is abused. Mental health is really important, but should not be an excuse for bad behavior.
It's not an excuse, it's a reason.
I think it's like one of those things. It's like if you're seeing someone who's sick and they're not getting help or they're not whatever, and you personally cannot handle that relationship, you need to
Walk away.
back off.
Yeah, know your boundaries.
Yeah, know your
Yeah.
boundaries. Be like I can't, like, I'm so sorry, I cannot. And I say this, like, I had someone, I had a friend, we were really close. She had borderline, and like we went through stuff all the time because that's just, if you have a friend with borderline, you're so used to it. But it was like during COVID, I wasn't like messaging her enough or whatever, and I was like, dude, I have 2 disabled kids in the middle of quote. You're like you don't have any kids or any responsibility. You're not married. Like you don't have any
Yeah,
of these
you
things.
could have checked up on me.
Yeah,
so-
like I was like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm a little fucking busy.
Yeah.
Like I'm sorry that you feel abandoned, which can be like a huge thing for borderline and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm so sorry you feel this way, but I personally cannot give you what you need at this moment. And either you accept that, or like I was like, I like, this is just how that's gonna be. And we decided to I decided not to move on from that friendship. She was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, blah blah," and I was just like, you know what? Like, I can't. I don't have the energy for it. I was like, I'm here if you need anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's as far
You
as that
know.
goes.
But it's like everyone needs to like understand that, and like some people with mental health may not work on getting better, and
Yeah.
that's their own struggle, and you do not have to watch them
No.
go through that. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
you cannot handle that, if you're not going to be a supportive person in their lives, then don't be in their lives. Like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, like either you have that choice. Like why are you
like,
so worried about it?
Like, just
Like,
protect your peace. That's all.
yeah. And like staying with somebody and like resenting them for it, like, oh, it's not an excuse. Like that's the reason they're being that way. They're not trying to. Like it's a reason. And if you can't handle that reason, which is fine, like there's no shame in that at all.
Yeah.
Like, don't
It's
no
not your
guilt. Like,
job to save people either
It-
if they're
that's
going through mental health
exactly-
too.
Yeah.
Like if their mental health is making them go down and just fucking, hit rock bottom or worse, like it is not your job to save them. So don't
No.
wreck your own mental health either. It's just you have to understand what you can do and what you can't do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I spilled coffee everywhere. I'm like trying to engage in the conversation and clean up the.
Okay, I'll let you guys take this one. Trudeau is the worst prime minister Canada has ever had.
He's not the worst. I mean, he's
No,
not great, but he's
so
not the worst.
not the worst.
So not the worst. Like
He's
I
not
don't
the
like
worst.
Trudeau, so not the worst still though.
No.
I-
Maroney. That was one of the worst ones.
Fucking Harper, like just
Harper
like
was
Oh.
bad too, but Maroney.
Harris.
No, he's a
He was
premier.
premier.
So I'm
He
keep
was.
mixing him up.
I have wait.
Prime Minister. So it went Maroney, Chrétien, Harper, Trudeau. That was our prime ministers back to back.
Yeah.
And Jack Layton should have been one, but he passed. But no, Maroney was one of the worst ones. And then Harper was pretty bad.
Yeah.
yeah.
I am also not the biggest fan. It's just the lesser of all the evils. At the time of voting.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was either that or split up the votes in that side. Like it was all strategic voting. That's what that was.
And now it's always strategic voting. And so now it's
I know
like,
because he won't fucking fix the voting area.
even
that
though he
said
ran
no.
on that.
Yeah, that was one of his main platforms.
Because it works in his favor. That's why he won't.
Right? Because he'll
Like-
be like, I'm gonna be again.
He said he'd fix it, but then he didn't want to fix it because he realized it worked. For
Yeah.
him, obviously. Or it could work against him, but at the same time, it's still it benefited him. So he was like, "Fuck that! I'm not fixing it." So
If he does,
not the worst.
if he does
not the
basic
greatest, but not
income
the worst.
and makes the teeth free dental care before the votes, I will vote for him again. He can buy his fucking vote if he does.
You're supposed to buy. Okay, I'm so sorry.
Free
I
dental.
hate that term when people are like, they're just buying votes. I'm like, isn't that the fucking point?
Yeah.
You're supposed to do what your voters want you to do so that
Well,
they
no.
vote for you. Like
That's different. Buying is when they give you money.
Just hand you
No,
checks instead
but
of
they're
fixing the
not. If they
problem.
give free dental care, that's not handing you checks. That's providing checks to dental.
No, I know,
But that's what I'm saying. Buying votes is not even if they hand you money, they already hand money to companies. They already do that. They're already handing out money. So if they're buying your vote by handing you money, that's still doing stuff that you want them to do. Like you want them to give you the money that they're giving. Like you're paying them money.
No. So Stephen Lecce would hand us checks instead of paying the teachers, which is what I really wanted. That was like buying a vote. That I didn't like.
But then did you vote for them?
No, fuck no.
Well, then they didn't buy your vote.
I'm just saying he's trying. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's not buying vote. Like buying votes, like the term "buying votes," they say, like at least I'm brainwashed by American media too. So like when they say buying votes, that's like Biden when he was like talking about healthcare. So like they view all of that as buying votes, like like providing any financial
Social
services to
services,
poor
yeah.
people. Yeah, then that's buying votes to them, and I'm like, that's what they're supposed to do. Baby bonus? They should make that bigger. You're right. Treat celebrities like people.
No.
Dobry, you don't think they should be treated like people?
No.
What should they be treated like?
Discuss.
No, okay. I mean, they should be held accountable for their action. When they're a public figure and they have an opinion, they better stand by it, is all I'm saying.
They should be treated like rich people.
Yeah.
Well, the rich people get rid of everything. They should be treated like poor people.
I don't think celebrities should be treated like poor people.
No,
Their opinions are held at account. Like they can literally pay off Like Taylor Swift's a billionaire. She can just like buy legislation if she wanted.
Just it's always the people who are going without who want to give more.
Yeah, it's like I don't care that they're celebrities. I care that they're rich. That's the don't stalk them and stuff unless they're a billionaire. Then I don't give a fuck. Stalk Taylor Swift, stalk Beyonce. I don't give a fuck. But if they're just like a regular celebrity, yeah, maybe don't stalk them and stuff. But yeah, comment on their social media and be like,
Everybody
what are
deserves
your
privacy
views
to a
on?
point. Like, but if you're going to already put your life, like the Kardashians, okay, if they're already putting their life literally as like real TV, then no, they don't deserve privacy. They took away their own privacy. Why the hell should we now respect
Yeah,
it?
like don't break into their house and like hold
Yeah, okay, that's
hold
like,
Kim Kardashian at gunpoint. But like also
when she was in Paris.
yeah, when she was in Paris. But also
Yeah.
like feel free to like yell out shit when she's walking by, like her views on Palestine or anything. Like that's fine. But like, yeah, don't break into her house. Don't break into their houses. That's
Well,
what I
that's assault. Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's
different.
and I don't have a problem with assaulting like billionaires, which Kim is, like her family. Again,
give her. She could go. in a
wait, she's
yacht,
in a public space.
and the whales can help us
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Like the whales can decide her fate.
Build a submarine. Build a submarine
Or a yacht.
and just give her a free
Yeah.
ticket.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought she had to
don't-
build it herself.
She's going down then.
Like,
Okay, we're on our last 5. So
all right.
speed run. There should be no government if we should be free to travel any kind. Oh, wait, okay. There should be no government and we should be free to travel any country.
We see that we should have all true democracy, and where different people are helping out different people, and all free to go to any country. Always, all nomads of the earth. Like
I
feel.
agree with free borders. I'm like, no
Yeah.
borders, no borders.
I
Government should just be
agree with that too.
bureaucracy.
Yeah.
It's just
But
pencil
I don't agree with the
pushing.
no government because there's too many stupid people that need to be governed. Like,
That's why you have the representatives of each area. It's not
Yeah.
actual, like, not seats like we have now. It's just
Yeah.
like George is for block from John to King, and Susie is from Ottawa to Gage.
Yeah, any public figure, your
Yeah.
police, your mailman, they're voted on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. If okay, this was another name. I told you. If you write a name, I am going to read it. And hold on, I am pulling up his podcast because I don't want to pronounce it wrong, but I'm so sorry. I couldn't read his writing. And he is
Are you stalking somebody right now on
no.
our recording?
No,
No.
he follows me on Instagram. It's fine. Okay, this is Niall Seguin.
Okay.
I don't know how to pronounce the G. But from Comedians in Dungeons Getting Dragons podcast. And he literally said, "Come at me on this," because I told him about the name thing. And he said, if we manage to create an actual sentient AI, it won't want to destroy us. So we're allowed to come at him. So
It depends on its views. I feel like it would still have to follow all the laws and stuff. So unless it's like a sociopath, like it didn't learn empathy anywhere along its lifeline, we might get
it's a computer. How's it going to learn
murdered.
empathy?
yeah, I was like, so many
Because-
humans can't learn empathy.
Yeah,
We're gonna
no,
teach
so-
a machine.
True artificial intelligence is a computer program that starts teaching itself. Like it starts its own independent thinking.
Yeah,
That's
but
artificial
it wasn't born
intelligence.
with empathy, just like how humans aren't, right? And,
Yeah,
like,
so
there's
that's
some
what I
humans
mean.
that
But
learn
humans
and
can
adapt,
do-
but there's others that don't.
But humans can do independent thinking, but we base a lot of our thinking on what is in front of us, what is interpreted, propaganda, for
Yeah.
example. So it's like AI gets a lot of its information from what it interprets, what is fed to it, what is blah blah. So it's like even though it's thinking on its own, like humans do, it's still getting fed a lot. So I'm like, at what point? I guess it really just
Then are
yeah,
humans artificial intelligence? Because our
I say
brains are like computers and we're always absorbing
fucking
and
runs on electricity.
yeah.
Runs on
So
electricity.
we're all people.
We're all artificial. Like, at what point are you not? Like I what is real anymore?
Right?
know.
We're living in a simulation. Red pill, blue pill.
Thank you, Niall. Opinions are all valid. An opinion is an opinion.
Yeah,
You can
but it
still have
doesn't
a
mean it's
shitty opinion,
correct.
I don't think they're all
right?
valid.
Yeah. Like you're just because you have an opinion doesn't mean it's a factual opinion. Like it's you could be wrong and be very loud about it, and you can be an asshole. Like it's you're not free from
There's always a
consequences
right
from
and
your
wrong.
opinions.
So
Yeah.
like, yeah, you may have an opinion, but it could be still a wrong opinion.
Yeah.
And I don't think all opinions are valid. Like, I thought we
No.
already answered the Hitler question.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was figured out, but apparently, there's a lot of fucking Nazis out there. So that's why I'm like, I don't think all opinions are valid
No.
at all.
Yeah, so I mean, depending on the robot, who will he destroy? Like, what opinions? Like the one where people have rights, or the one where only certain people have rights? Like, who does he agree with?
How would a robot describe white as a concept? Like, I'm like trying to explain. It's like, no, it's not all Europeans, because like Irish people weren't always considered white, but it's also like
No.
now a lot of Hispanics
Italians
are
aren't
considered white.
considered white either.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Oh yeah, don't get me started on Italians.
Pretty sure
Don't
Your
call them
country-
white.
is not your race. It's
Yeah,
your nationality.
yeah. But they'll be like, I'm too dark to be white. And then it's like, then there's like Hispanics that are dark and not considered white, Hispanics that are considered white. You know,
yeah, like skin.
it's all made up, and the points don't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, last two. As a woman, oh fuck, okay. Sorry. As a woman, I really support Andrew Tate, and I get hate for it since most of his combos about women's rights get taken out of context.
I feel like this was written by a man.
No, this is written by like
No, they said they're a woman.
I know. I
I
feel
think
that's
she's a pick me.
that. I feel like that's such sloppy boy
No, I
writing.
think I know the woman that wrote this, and it took her a while to think. And I remember her friend going, "Write the thing that we always argue about."
Yeah.
And it took her a while, and she didn't want to admit it.
Yeah, she was embarrassed by her
Abuse?
call out. Yeah.
Like, she knew it was wrong.
But there's
Like, if
that
you know
Pearl
it's wrong,
girl.
then, like,
the
that's
same.
not technically your, like, how is that your opinion? If you thought it was right, you shouldn't be ashamed. That's my thing. Like,
Yeah.
if
Okay,
you stand by it, then you should say it with your whole ass fucking chest.
for those that don't know, politics is my hyper fixation. I spend way too much time watching right-wing fucking politics. Why? Like, I watch probably Fox News more than the average Fox News watcher. I also have watched I watch a lot of Joe Rogan. I watch a lot of Bill Maher. I watch a lot of Andrew Tate. Okay. So when she says things like how
Jordan Peterson.
with Jordan Peterson, Ben Shapiro, I watch a lot of Tim Pool. I watch a lot of Matt, what's his face?
Tucker
Tucker,
Carlson.
I used to watch Tucker Carlson. but now his show's on like X or whatever. And I haven't watched it since he interviewed Putin, which was a couple months ago. So I'm a little behind on my Tucker Carlson, I will admit. But I did watch Donald Trump and Elon Musk's fucking thing. I do watch a lot of right wing content for questions like this when she says his stuff about women's rights is taken out of context. And I just want to talk about quickly about how Andrew Tate's own website talked about how he trafficked women. Like he literally admitted it on his website. So yeah, I don't know how that was taken out of context, that he literally said he used the lover boy method to traffic women. And he'd take their passports and shit like that. So I just don't know how that was taken out of context. So yeah, if you support Andrew Tate, especially as a woman, understand that you're just stabbing your own vagina. I don't know what to tell you.
Your own vagina.
Instead of calling people pick me girls, I'd be like, you're stabbing your own vagina. Stop.
Stabbing it.
You're stabbing your friend's vagina in the back. You're stabbing
your vagina back is like
you're
asshole.
waxing, bitch. Stop.
Yeah. Okay, here's the last one. And I did talk to this woman a bit. We had similar views about some things, different views about others, but alcohol should be more restricted, not less, harder to get a hold of.
Like, as opposed to what? Like, what is the problems with its regulation now? Like, it's ID.
It is like a lot of people die from not just alcohol use, but alcohol use and abuse, driving or operating other heavy machinery, but as well as like alcoholism and stuff like that, and how it's so readily available to like underage and stuff like that, and how it's I think this person was more focused on like also how Ford was making it more readily available, like at convenience stores and that kind of stuff. Like you're going to be allowed to drink on the 7-Eleven properties because they're getting liquor licensed. So now I'm imagining them all opening bars.
I don't agree with that, but I mean, I don't think I should not make it more not. So this is hard because like you're gonna do what you're gonna do, right? Same with drugs. Like I don't think that they should be banned. Adults are gonna do what adults do. I don't think it should be though in corner stores. I really don't.
No, it should be somewhere where only a certain age is at, like liquor stores. It's frowned upon that you're bringing your kids with you in there, but like like convenience stores and everything, that's more of a child family friendly place, and I feel like it should not be there.
Well, and also like just in Canada, specifically, I know we have US listeners and listeners from other countries, but like here, like in Ontario, we need to have a smart serve to serve alcohol. And when grocery stores started serving alcohol here, like it became almost an issue where it was like a lot of these grocery store workers had to start getting their smart serves so they could run that specific cashier that could check out alcohol. And so now like it's going to be the same thing as 7-Elevens. They're all going to have to like pay the $75 or whatever it is now to go and get their smart serves just to be able to work the job they already have.
Yeah. Like it'll take you like 3 days of working to pay for that license that you are mandatory to get if you want to keep your job.
Yeah. It's for me, prohibition didn't work, so I don't think we should go back. I did say this to her. I said, I think in lieu of making alcohol harder to get, we should make the conditions in which alcoholism and the need for alcohol to thrive less. So like higher mental health care and like that kind of thing. Because like I agree with decriminalization, and even like I would go as far as legalization of all drugs. Like whatever you want to do in your own home, you should, with your own body, you should be allowed to do. But all the conditions in which people like want drugs or use addiction or like get into addiction crises, should be removed. So like you wouldn't get thrown in jail for trying a drug for the first time. You wouldn't
No.
that kind of thing. You'd have free therapy and you wouldn't be fucking broke that you get into drug dealing or need that escape,
Well,
like
if you have
that
a
kind of
job,
things.
like if you have a job and your rent's not ridiculous and you can afford to feed your family, you're not going to want to drink every Friday because you're going to be like, well, I'm not stressed. So I don't need to go and crack open that beer or that 7th beer or
Your
the
young
20th
kids
beer.
get
And then,
free daycare, your older kids
yeah,
get free after
if you're
school
not
care
stressed,
while
you're not going
you're
to want to do
coming
it.
home from work. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
You're not going to want to get behind the wheel after doing it. Like, so many problems could be just if people could live and not be stressed.
Scientifically proven
yes.
in
Yes.
sociology and psychologically, the word did not come out right, studies that if human beings are given all their basic needs with minimal effort,
Mm-hmm.
they will thrive and not get less likely to become addicted to substances.
And we still want to work.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
still want to
And
work.
also, there'd be less crime. Like, and I don't
Yeah.
just mean like related to alcohol. I mean, there'd be less theft. There would be less robberies. There'd be less. There's so much things that could go
less
better.
aggression in general.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I feel like the hot take is in the right spot where like they're like, oh, people with, alcohol addiction or whatever should, get help or like not have access to their addiction. But it's like, if you have an addictive personality, you're gonna get addicted to whatever. You're gonna get addicted
Yeah.
to fucking food.
It's
Like,
yeah.
so it's like, is it make the circumstances less? The hot take should be that fucking your basic life needs are free.
Yeah.
Like that your food, water, air, fucking house, like all of that should be covered. Like that should be just part of being born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you want a certain career, that education is provided for you to learn to work that career. And then you shouldn't have to have 10 years of experience before you get an entry-level job. You should get that entry-level job so you gain that experience. That's what it's fucking there for.
Yeah.
So that is all the hot takes and Am I the Butthole stories from Fan Expo.
Woo.
It was actually pretty good. That was
good
really
job, guys.
Yeah, like there was a wide variety there. A lot of the ones I didn't read were either repeats or just like the writing was whatever, or it was my son and he kept putting a couple different ones in. I read one of his just to make sure, but I was like, some of these you're repeating. But yeah, so if you ever see opinionated lushes at your local expo, this is probably what we're going to be doing. But feel free to leave us your hot takes on social media, email us, comment on Spotify again. And yeah, we always like to answer them because that's the whole part about being opinionated.
We have opinion.
Okay, well, I'll thank our opinionated Patreon, VIP Patreon, Stephanie Hurst, for hanging in there, even though, who knows, maybe there's an opinion she doesn't agree with.
Yeah. Tell us your
Let us
opinion,
know.
Steph.
Yeah, no pressure.
No, there's literally no pressure. You're a VIP Patreon. You can take your time. Let us know next year. It's fine.
Yeah, take a year.
Yeah.
Take the year for you and get back to us.
See how nice we are to have VIP
Yeah.
patrons. If you want to be part of that special community that we're so nice to, feel free to check out our Patreon, where you can join as low as the $2 tier. But you get our pre-drinks episodes available at the $5 tier and up, or get your name shout out at the $20 tier. There's lots available. Feel free to join. And thanks everyone who participated in our Fan Expo hot takes booth. We appreciate it. And if we didn't read yours, just email us and let us know what your new hot take is, and we might read that. So thank you everyone for listening, and we'll see you all next week.
Good night.
Bye.